our first guest, Dilpreet Kaur Dhami. She's also one of the uh, podcaster. She started one on her own, and recently she was awarded with the 2025 Women World Women Icon in April month. And so today we are going to take the interview and a podcast kind of thing with her. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Uh, okay. So we'll start with a brief introduction about you. So can you just brief about yourself and your family, your professional life?
Okay, so I am Dilpreet Kaur Dhami, as you know, you've already shared that with the audience. So basically, I'm an educator trainer now, but I started my career as an assistant professor with a very renowned, college here in Jabalpur. But then, when my career progressed, I found my ikigai, that my actual ikigai is with the kids. So there are two concepts that I completely go by is Ikigai and Kaizen. Ikigai is finding your, the craft that you love the most so that whenever you are doing that craft, you do not feel that you're working. You're not getting worked up. You're not getting stressed. So that was, during 2010, I realized that my Ikigai is with the children. I love children. I get a lot of energy. So that is when I diverted my career towards early childhood care and development, and I've been since then I've been working in the same field. I have done a little bit of research, I've collaborated with good people, I have upscaled myself. So right now I am into a zone where I have reached Maslow's self-actualization, and I'm trying to give what I have to the educator community. So I've taken so much from them that now is a time when I want to give back what I have. So I'm training the educators. I also take personality development and communication sessions at various colleges. Right now I'm a freelancer, but yes, I have a collaboration with a very, very good, you know, what can a startup, Indrasha. That's with the Agarwals, Shweta Agarwal, which is my, you can say she's the founder of Indrasha, and I'm working as a creative head with that. So there are plenty of roles that I do: educator, trainer, development coach, grooming coach, and now creative head. So yeah, that's about my career. And I've recently started with a podcast that has, the soul of that podcast is that I want to bring up new people who have a perspective, who have different perspective, and I want to communicate and talk about the pressing issues of the society. So that is with a co-host, Veet Kalwani. She is a writer and a poetess, and she has brilliant ideas. So we have collaborated over that. I have Ink and Insight.
Hmm.
The podcast is with the name of Ink and Insight. And yeah, that's about it. I'm working on my book. I'm traveling pan India. I'm getting trained. I'm getting upskilled. So that is how I'm evolving. And my family background is I have always had a very, very strong family backup. My father has a very, very important role to play in my personality. So my family has always been supportive, and now my husband is just, you can say, is a doppelganger of my father. So I have tremendous freedom to explore, and that is why I'm flourishing at whatever I do. So that's about me.
Oh, wow. That's a wonderful introduction, I must say. So I'll start with the one point you mentioned that you love to train trainers. So why do you train trainers?
So basically, when I, throughout my journey, I realized that there are people who are passionately wanting to be teachers, and there are people who do not, they don't take teaching as a passion, they take it as their work for bringing money home, for
Right.
meeting their ends. So what happens in that trail, they get spined up and they're not able to upskill themselves. Now, 20 years back when I was studying, the pattern of education was entirely different. And now you can see it has grown heaps and bounds. There are life skill addition, there is emotional additions, PSED that we call in early childhood. So there's so much of an addition in the education that teachers from my area particularly, and from smaller areas, from the peripheries where these modern trainers cannot reach, my initiative is to reach those areas and to train those teachers. Because what are they doing in return is they are building the nation. How are they building the nation? By educating the little ones. They are laying the foundation. So it's very important to realize that if we educate the train the it, you know the if we train the educators well, they'll be able to give the country a very, very strong foundation. And why only big cities? The peripheries also have children. The
Right.
peripheries also have educators. They do not have access to zillions of things that are available in an urban city. So that is my initiative. It brings a lot of what can contentment when I teach these trainers in the peripheries. I do take lessons and development classes in the cities also, but that is an area which is already growing. They have plenty of options. My
Hmm.
services will serve my purpose only when I teach those who actually want it right now.
Right.
So that's the aim I'm aiming at.
Okay, great.
That's the bigger vision.
So you enjoy your work.
I love my work.
Great, that's great. So, to train your trainers, so you have to be in sync with the current trends of in education. So, how do you do it?
So I always upskill myself. I am, what can I say? I am fearful of being average. So when I'm
Okay.
sitting with 10 other people, I have to stand out. And how do I
Right.
do that? By being a learner all through my life. I can learn new things. Every day is a challenge for me. I can take up a new book and read it. I can take up a new vocabulary and, use it in my sentences. So for me, learning, upskilling is really important. And that is what gives an edge to me when I am standing in front of 10 other educators. So that's that. I keep in sync with the real trends, not only what is happening in India. If you see my Insta, I follow and I'm being followed back by trainers who are training in Australia, in UK, in Sri Lanka, and where not. So I absorb the good things from them. I try mingling that up with my teaching style, and it does wonders for me. So
Great.
yeah. So I am in sync. I try being in sync by upskilling myself. Like tomorrow, I have a 10 to 6 training from an ed tech company. So they will train me and then they will evaluate me.
Great.
So yeah, that's how I.
Great. Okay. So next will be what difference do you see when you were a learner or a student and now a trainer? So what difference do you see?
See, the difference, the major difference today is earlier it was a teacher led model.
Right.
Now, today is a child led model. And I would want to take up a name of a person who is teaching in a very prestigious school at Fujairah. Her name is Michaela Ventura. And
Mhm.
she was the one who introduced the concept of free play and discovery time to me.
Okay.
And this discovery time and free play is actually being introduced by a very famous person. Her name is Anna F. Graf. So Michaela Ventura introduced me to a concept that was researched by Anna F. Graf. So that says that free play is very important for your development. आजकल हम क्या कर रहे हैं? What are we doing? We are taking away the discovery time, the free play. There are no grounds in big cities.
Right.
Children cannot go and play. The
Yes.
immunity is going haywire. No immunity. Why? Because the kid is not playing in the sand. He's
Right.
not, going up on the climbing the tree. He's
Right.
not playing in the ponds. So where is the immunity? No immunity. नो सोशल पर्सनल स्किल्स, वाई? बिकॉज हम बच्चों को बाहर ही नहीं जाने देते, खेलने ही
Right.
नहीं देते।
Right.
उसके लिए हमें स्कूल में डालना पड़ता है, और स्पेशल क्लासेस वी हैव टू अरेंज सो दैट दे नो हाउ टू इंटरेक्ट।
Interact. Yes.
This all can come through play. And that is how the kids learn. They learn through playing. They learn through modeling behavior. Agar main, if I always keep on shouting, and that is what my child will learn now. मगर मैं उसको बोलूं कि चिल्लाना नहीं है,
Hmm.
जिसको वो देख रहा है वो चिल्ला रहा है, और बच्चे को हम theoretically सिखा रहे हैं कि चिल्लाना नहीं है, so that does not align.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
it's the same way today it is more about free play, more about discovery, but to the plight that it is not being followed. It is just in the books. It's a debatable topic, but
Hmm.
it's more in the books. And now I've seen over the years, over the past 1 2 years, I am seeing majorly in foreign countries that they are going back to the roots. They are making the children play. They're giving them more of the playtime so that they can develop their emotional, social skills. And there are many things that you can develop. And back then, when I was in my school, I used to just study. There was no other development that was going on. It was just study, marks, take science or maths as your subjects, do either become a doctor or an engineer.
Yeah.
So that was that. That's a huge difference. Now,
Yes.
if my son comes and says, my son, he's 15, and he says, Mama, I want to be a footballer. I want to go to Germany, and he's learning Germany from how to speak German from
Hmm.
Duolingo. So that is because he sees his mother's pattern, you
Right.
know, and
Yeah.
that is why he wants to excel. So you have to be an example to your kids. It
Yes.
is
Right.
not only on the school and the teachers, right?
Right.
So
Yes.
that's the difference. That's the dynamic, and we can talk like for hours on this.
Great. We'll take some separate time for this discussion for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a wonderful topic that needs a lot of debate,
Yes.
because children are being messed up with so many things. It's really disheartening to see that घर पे mothers, they are not keeping the kids
Yes.
to
Right.
they're sending the kids. The kids are going from morning till the evening.
Till
They are in the
night.
school,
Yes.
then they
Yes.
have their
Right. Yes.
extracurricular activities. So that's a plight.
Yes. The physical work
Yeah,
or the physical activities are vanished actually. So that's a big challenge
they
for.
have reduced.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have
Not
reduced
reduced,
also.
vanished actually. So
Yes,
I've seen many relatives. So they don't allow their children to go outside and to play. They can only play near their doors, the corridor. No, there only they can play. So they are not allowed to go to playgrounds or even downstairs. So that's a big challenge. I can understand totally. So
absolutely,
challenge if
absolutely.
I'm talking about the challenges. So what are the challenges do you face?
So challenges that I face is explaining the parents what is really important right now till the age of 10. Let them play, let them explore. Don't put them into XYZ classes. They will develop themselves. Once, of course, there is going to be corrections. As a mother, as a parent, as a father, you have to correct your child. But if you're not allowing them to play, they'll get frustrated.
So
So
do
if
you
I get an
do you
opportunity,
yeah, please, please. Yes, please.
So if I get an opportunity, I will share a video wherein there are children who are sitting, and there is a teacher who is talking and asking them, "You tell me what is your daily routine?" So you know what they come up with? It makes me really sad. They come up saying, "We don't get time for ourselves. After music class, I have my maths class. After maths
Yeah.
class, I have my reading sessions. After that, I have this. After this, I have a story time that I have to do with my father for 10 minutes." So see, are we making them humans? We are making them robots that
Robots.
are managed. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a major challenge, to make people realize that kids are kids. Let them be for some time on their own, even in vacations. Oh my god, parents don't want to keep their kids at home. They want to send their kids to summer camps, and all the summer camps, they don't actually give value to the student. They're just minting money. So if there is a summer camp that is giving value, that is allowing them playtime, of course send them. But if
Right.
it is not giving them, and you आप उनको लूप में फिर पढ़ा रहे हो, उनकी पढ़ाने वाले एस्पेक्ट पे आप फोकस कर रहे हो, don't do that to them. So that is a major challenge. Telling the parents that please let them play, please let them go out, please let them socialize on their own, that's a challenge.
Yeah. So, do you encountered with anything like if you are when you are explaining these things to parents, so they realize that you are questioning their parenting.
Of course. Of course, they do have. See, as a human, if somebody's telling, even if you tell me, oh, I don't agree with you, that's okay. I will say, it's okay. You can
Mm.
have a difference of opinion, but I suggest this is good for you. This is how I speak usually. I give my POV only to people I think they will understand. I do not waste my words with people who wouldn't understand. So that's the trick that I use, that I know if the parent will understand it, I will use my words meticulously with that parent. I will counsel that parent.
Okay.
And as you know, as a 40-year-old, I can gauge who will understand, who will not understand. So that's how I do it. If I face with a problem, I say, okay, I'm sorry, but I felt this way. And I have because I'm a very righteous person, if I feel something, I will definitely communicate. The words are going to be subtle, but the message will be communicated.
Great.
So
Okay.
that's there.
Okay, great. So, my next is where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So I am trying to get an intern, and I am after somebody that I intern under that person. That person is like the education OG. So
Oh,
if I get to train under her, I will have my own education model that will have elements of life skills. आजकल बच्चों को iron करना नहीं आता, कपड़े fold करना नहीं आता, सब्जियां काटना नहीं आता. So that is what I want to bring in. Please do these chores. फिर क्या होता
right,
है जब वो लोग कॉलेज के लिए बाहर जाते हैं ना, when they go out, they have zero life skills. They
right,
know how to read, they know how to speak, but वो खाना कहाँ खा रहे हैं? बाहर जाके कपड़े
right,
बाहर से आयन करा रहे हैं. So
right.
that I don't want. I want them to do basic plumbing, to do basic circuit fixing, all of that. So my model will be more on life skills, more on how, if you have big feelings, both boys and girls, if you have big feelings like fear, anger, how do you control it? बच्चों को यही नहीं पता होता. Why do we have so many therapists and psychologists today?
Right,
Why are they
yes,
minting money?
right.
Because it's all childhood trauma.
Yes.
इसीलिए तो हम ऐसे एडल्ट्स बनते हैं ना जिनको डिप्रेशन होता है, जिनको एंजाइटी होती है.
Anxiety होती है, right.
So I want a school that equips the child with life skills, with emotional balances, how to handle imbalances, how to be, how to be your own entrepreneur, how to start a business. So I am working on those models. I want to cut down the time of study 40 minutes. No, there is a very good model by Mackenzie. That's a lady from California, I guess. Yeah, I'm following her. I talk to her. She has a 2-hour model of learning.
Oh,
So effective learning will happen 2 hours. They have three breaks and they play. So that's my vision. I want to have that model. I want to have inclusion of differently able children. हमारे पास कुछ नहीं है उनके लिए. So that is my bigger aim in life, and I'm working towards it. And I wish, and I hope, and I know that if I do justice, I will be able to reach it someday. Maybe within 5 years, 1 year, 2 year, but yes, definitely it will happen.
my best wishes for the same.
Thank you.
I hope you will achieve what you want. So we'll move to the next. So who inspired you? And what's the basic idea behind this? Who leads you and who inspired you?
So I have this 3 a.m. mentor with me. I take her name, Michaela Ventura.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already taken her name.
Right.
She's such a sweetheart. She is on a very busy role in the DBS. That's in Jumeirah. That's a very big school. If you search it on the net, you will see. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she has given me so much. She was a leader here where I when I was working. She was my principal. So
Okay.
she never behaved like a principal. She had the qualities of being a leader who could lead a team, who could make the team grow, who would, you know, communicate with the team. There was no politics when she was there. एंड आई रियली लुक अप टू हर. वो जा चुकी हैं यहाँ से, दुबई में है, बट स्टिल अगर मैं उनको कोई मैसेज लिखती हूँ, शी आंसर्स मी. आई आस्क her, मैम वेयर डू आई फाइंड दिस थिंग, शी विल आंसर मी. शी इज सो अपडेटेड. And oh my god, the perspective, and we align. Actually, her vision is very very nice, and I align with what the visions she has. So she always keeps guiding me. Then there is, you know, your parents are there as your guide, then your husband is there, and I actually get inspired by the little ones also. छोटे छोटे बच्चों से मुझे बहुत इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है. So that's it. और मैं खुद as a person, I believe I cannot cheat, I cannot be uh, indulging into politics. So I am a person who needs to be led by a very, very pure soul. So that pure soul is one. I learned a lot from Michaela Ventura. I learned from Sonia Kocher. Then I would take names, because then I learned from there is this owner of the school that I used to work with,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Anjali Dubey. Oh my God, she was on the top. The management of that school, the way they used to treat the teachers, oh my God, it was awesome. I love them. इतना प्यार वो देते थे. They were never like targets complete करो, or you have to get 5 kids for admission. No, what dignity and grace that lady has. I love her. And then there is Sonia Kocher. I said she was again a leader with me. I love her. I love her. She has inspired me a lot during my, early 20s. There was Tulika Chakraborty. She is in IITDM. And so I've learned a lot from them. So my journey has had, n number of people who inspired me, and I never, I am never reluctant to take their names because I've learned a lot. I always have the habit of picking up things from people and absorbing the best so that I can become a good version of myself.
Yes, right.
So, yeah, these are the people, they inspire me. My sister, she inspires me. You know what? Yeah, I was never a tech savvy person. So, my
Mm-hmm.
sister would always budge me. She would say, you have to do this. You cannot be asking others. You have to do. So that have to do thing, my sister does that for me. So yeah, I have plenty of good people around me. I'm blessed, and I have a new connection with you.
Thank you.
See, good souls, they find good souls.
Yes, right. Obviously. So what are your next projects, or what is coming up?
So I am into getting into a training. I am trying to head a company as an associate, and this the books that I want to launch for the little ones. That's in the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plenty of things in the pipeline. Yeah. So these three major things that are like really in 15-20 days. Yeah. This
Oh,
is how, this is where I'm heading.
nice, great. 15-20 days is very means I thought of a long time, but
I have short goals and I have the longer term goals. So the short term goal is right now is a book that I
what?
want to create. I am
Mm.
on it. Book for the little ones that I want to create. Then I've already joined as a creative head with Indrasha.
Mm.
We are launching a school with it under its name, and side by side plenty of things are going on. So yeah,
Okay. So
next
one
15
of
days these two three things are there.
great. Best wishes for the same. So
Thank you.
talking about your initiative, so there is one initiative from your end, hashtag Learn with Miss D. So what is it?
Oh yes. Oh yes. That is going to be an initiative which will help people from what can I say, from the peripheries where the trainers are not reachable, or they charge unnecessary huge amounts from these little schools and from these teachers. So I've kept a minimal amount because, as said by Sudha Murthy, I completely follow big writers. So there was this podcast that I had listened. She's always told that even if you are speaking, if you are giving your skill to somebody, don't charge lakhs, but at least charge a reputable amount, so that you are honoring your service, you're honoring your voice,
Right.
because that is, it should not go in vain. So I charge a very minimal amount from these schools in the peripheries. So
Mhm.
that's the initiative, that I want to educate them in the right way, so that our little ones who are there in the peripheries, they can get education properly. So that's there. Learn with Miss D has many verticals. It has this that I told you, going
Mhm.
to peripheries. Then it
Yeah.
has the objective of personality development to ladies who are reluctant to move out of home because they feel they cannot talk in English. They don't have a personality that people will notice. Underconfident ladies, how to boost up their confidence. So, yeah, all of that. Teaching, giving personality development and grooming classes to students, who feel that, oh my God, how will we face the world? So, yeah, that's there.
Okay, great. Talking about one point you raised that right, so the children who are recently growing up, they don't know how to talk to people. They are taking classes to interact, how to interact with people. So I want to
Yeah.
raise this point that so in my school times, how I learned to interact with people is when my mom is asking me to bring vegetables to home. So जब हम वो सब्जी
Absolutely.
वाले से बात करते थे that
Absolutely. You won't believe me. I am a trainer now. I can speak, you can see, I can speak fluent English. But I was from a very small town. You know why I'm able to, I have all these ideas in head, because मेरे खुद के साथ बहुत कुछ हुआ है. So what happened was, I was in Satna. My
hmm,
father was in a touring job. He moved to
hmm,
Lucknow. That's a big city. I could
right.
not frame a word. I could not frame a sentence in English. So what I used to do, जिससे मुझे शर्म नहीं आती थी ना बात करने में, और जो मेरा मजाक उड़ाता नहीं था, उससे मैं इंग्लिश में बात करती थी. Like my maids, I would randomly
Yeah.
talk to them in English, writing letters. And that is how, I groomed myself up, because I had the inner urge to be the best when I open my mouth. So
Yes.
that's there. Like
And
you said,
you have to take the steps to improve yourself. No one else will come and ask
absolutely no
you.
one will help you.
Yes.
No one can help you.
Yes,
And I
right.
used to read a lot of books. I have my perspective set because I read a lot. I love reading. Even when I'm traveling, I, instead of talking on the phone is something I can't do, so I read and I journal and I write and I schedule. So that's what I do.
Great. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful interview, and I
Thank you.
enjoyed the information you shared. And it's a very serious topic you discussed about parenting and how we are dealing with children in schools, not only schools, at homes as well. And
Yes.
I hope parents would understand this topic and will take initiatives to let them go with the flow rather than stopping them to play from playing or doing any other physical activity actually. That's a
Yes.
great point. Thank you for sharing this information, Dilpreet, and
Thank
would
you
love
so
to
much.
join again on some different topic and some other what
Absolutely.
discussion,
Absolutely.
right? I
Absolutely.
hope
My pleasure to
you
have a
also
talk with
enjoyed
you.
this session and
Absolutely. Absolutely. It
okay.
was a great experience connecting with you all, and I wish and I hope that I, even whenever I come to Pune, I meet you guys in personal, your team.
Yeah.
I've seen you on Instagram. So I'm so happy that I've seen the family. I've seen the women in your, you know,
Yes.
I
So
love when,
it's a
women are being
women-led company.
celebrated, and how you celebrated the Women's Day. I was so happy
Oh,
seeing all of that. Brings, what it gives you is a sense that क्या मैं सही पर्सन से बात कर रही हूँ. तो मुझे बड़ी खुशी है ऐसे फर्म से बात करने में,
Thank you.
ऐसे फर्म के रॉयटर से बात करने में जो इतना देयर इज सो मच ऑफ blend in your company, and I love that.
Thank
And you
you.
will grow heaps and bounds. I wish that to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we'll
Yeah.
stop the interview here.